Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shazigana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Okay, so 2025 is here, and thank God we are also still here to do what we have been doing right here on Sammy Flex TV, especially for Showbiz Daily. My name is Sammy Flex, and of course, we are seated at a time that many people are reviewing the after show in Jamaica. Vybes, Kartel, Shatta Wale, and that is the conversation in Ghana. Take it or leave it. As we've taken our seats to start the year on Showbiz Daily, I'm telling you that we are also going to have our first bite on it. My name is Sammy Flex, and of course, you guys watched an interview and they said, "Oh, brother Sammy Flex, we want Long John to appear on Showbiz Daily." So today, alongside the usual suspects, the Long John is also here for us to do our thing. So right from the extreme left, Long John is starting the attack from there. Yeah, extreme left, Long John is starting the attack. He's a blogger, he's a journalist, and of course he's joining us as our pundit here on Showbiz Daily for today. And in Team Dodu Solomon is your suspect, online manager Flex Entertainment Limited is also here, and in Team Dosu Digital Solutions boss, as well as Roland Report, which is on YouTube, showbizchannelgh.com, and of course Shaxi, Roland Amate is also here for Shut Up Movement same way. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm going to be the chairman for this occasion. You can be a part of this conversation, but yours will not be heard here. We can read yours online. Special thanks to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh and Buju Lens, for putting together the pieces. But let's start with one thing that I thought was over. To be frank, I thought it was over. It's about these doom prophecies that we have been seeing or we've been hearing about popular people, or better still, famous people. This year, did the IGP not release that statement again?
No. Right now, he's fighting for his position.
Hey! But I say, Ghana, I can't say Obiabwa, like the way the IGP has been consistent. How many people show it? I saw something like that.
No. This year, no.
No, I'll find my, because I remember I saw some press statement be like that, passing somewhere.
Maybe you saw the old one.
The old one.
Where they were still emphasizing that this year they almost say Mobianye.
No. On Ba Otenkasa. Since after the election, he has not been out.
It's true. After the election, he's been quiet.
Yes. It's change of government.
Well,
the last post that I'm seeing on their page is
Police assure the public of adequate security on 31st December 2024.
Oh, then that's what I saw.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. Yes, this one.
That's the last.
This one. So it wasn't about the prophecies.
No.
But initially, they were releasing press statements, particularly on
Against
prophecies. Hey, Charlie, Mama Osibepa position. Because I remember not long ago, Osibepa's video was said, "Who IDP? Oh, by I'll say massive for Shenko." Hey, so those things have gotten to them.
No. It's not them. We have gotten to an election era, and now every government appointee is on their tentacles because the next government is coming. Your place is not secured. So nobody is going to do anything to trigger conversations. You have to secure your place before you have any type of conversation. For now, you have to be a peacemaking person. First, initially, if there's anything, you would see physical attacks like him coming up. But right now, everything has been cool. Even during the election, the coalition and everything, they have been back and forth. But police never drop any details on it.
It's true.
There's calmness because my position for secure before I go talk again.
Your position there, whether you like it or yes, its security can't be assured. That is it. Its security can't be assured. So, as a matter of fact, when I came across this prophecy, doom prophecy, about Black Sheriff, I said, oh, we couldn't protect our celebrities till now. What is happening? A young prophet called Prophet Toja has put out another doom prophecy on Black Sheriff, and he says Black Sheriff will be missing out of action in the music space. He will not be able to make any hit again because he has seen in the prophetic world that they've replaced his tank with fuel tank. See, you may use Black Sheriff tank, you know, and then it's their vessel. Well, there's a video for you to watch. Watch it and let's come to discuss this.
Now I saw in where and to Nibia were born you my friend Black Sheriff, musician called Black Sheriff. On to me, he BM. Black Sheriff is not going to be a hit anymore. Me who say I saw so spiritually. Ya jini takra me free wo. His tongue has been taken. And ya jini pa for takra ma baba tale. Different tongue has been passed in his mouth. So bet you me jina pass the me hu ni fa ya. Able to stand again like the way I saw. And onya asofo be ya 5 for mabasemu ya need men of God that are very strong. No mo diamano to intercede for him. And to be a wolf if you are here, put that in mind. Black Sheriff. Obayila. Black Sheriff is gonna go off the scene. Said the idea from now just like something has been buried and then it never germinates again. We did the prophet and recording. My name
But let me start with Chemo. Chemo, I know these are your people. And these people, you know, you have a way of dealing with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that our IGP couldn't continue to save us, what is the future looking like?
Yeah, it's some way. The future is not really positive like that in terms of our prophets and how they do their things. And now they will be bold to do more because of the elections and how it went. For those who did some prediction and going their way, I can assure you they will be bold to even do more. We all know. And
I suspect that guy might have put out some of these prophecies about the elections.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if the prediction went his way
favor,
or the way that they wanted it to go. If that is it, then they will be bold to even say more. I mean, even we can take example from Mama. If you can say for Momo Meme, Usubempa at the time was like that until they arrested him, and then he stopped a little bit, and then in fact he switched camp. After calling himself the prophet, the nation's prophet, he switched and now decided to, predict, but they will call it prophecy. Yeah. And he prophesied that former President Mahama will win, and indeed he has won. So his thing will come again. They say if you can say for my meme, in the commission they beba. Until the next IGP will take action again. And the difficulty is that it is difficult to take them to court. That's the problem here. If they are just making predictions, unless you can get somebody to hook them that the way that you are doing your prediction or the way that they are doing it is more or less they can make it happen. They can gather people, go and be somebody for my prophecy to come
through.
And all those things. So it's sad, but until the next IGP comes, we don't know what will really happen in terms of them doing that. But I think they will do more. Me too. I heard a Adagraja saying that Chicheku is the next person to die after Synconfion issue, and I was like, how? Why? How can you say this? In fact, he did an interview and he said that he has sent a message to
Chicheku
Akabeneza to tell Chicheku that he's the next person. I was not so happy about it, but he has done it. The sad part or the difficult part is not the person, not the personality. Maybe say Ocean comes will be who I won't country. But the people around me will not be comfortable. So some of these things, it will not only affect the principal, but the people around the principal or the people who will show love to the principal. So for at this point, we can only advise the prophets to slow down on some of these
things. They won't slow down. It's business time. For slowing down there. If I advise
then for those who will suffer some of these things, they should be tough. They should be strong mentally and deal with it in their own way. And the people around them should not also take them serious like that. Obinimi a fast be and free baby ama nyankopon if mama fancy just I want help matubo.
Oh wow, so we are back to this again. I thought we wouldn't see these guys going through doom prophecies, but it looks like now the floodgate is open again. Now that we could not see any press statement from the IGP, it means we are back to it again. Long John, what is the solution?
Okay, so today we are here again, and I would like to pay homage to your viewers. Excellent. We appreciate their reviews and then their comments.
True.
They should keep it coming. Basically, I feel with regards to prophet, I think there's little or nothing we can do about it. Because if we are to respect every individual and their profession, I think pastors also is, or pastoral is a profession. So if we should respect a journalist, a cameraman, or whoever it is, even public transport drivers, and when you get into the office, they respect my office and stuff. How much more people who hear from God? You understand? I feel what we shouldn't, and we have the sole privilege of educating the public. So they understand that prophecies are not about endangering you or getting you to be scared, but it's take it from this perspective. It is actually sending a word of precaution, so you be cautious. I don't think he was very definite saying he will not hit. I'm sure he's making him know there's a danger ahead of you if you don't act fast. There's always an if to a prophecy. It is not definite. Say.
But see, Long John, when they say that, if he wants to break through, then he should go and look for 5 strong men of God. What if the person does not believe in men of God?
Good. So this is it. There's one thing about prophecy. When it's always said or it's always revealed to redeem. And sometimes when some of these things are said, even the person having that mind to take you or cause that harm could even have an afterthought, because you're revealing the plans. You understand? So in his quest to make sure that maybe he or she might stop it. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want people to, it is how people perceive it, that's what will make it dangerous. We should make them understand that it is very good we allow our prophets to prophesy, because they are a way of also helping us. We don't, as we are sitting here, we don't know what can happen in the next 5 minutes. But we will be privileged, or we'll be very grateful if we have someone seated here telling us, you know what, if you should live here, God forbid, but maybe the cameras or whatever can fall, or something can happen. You understand? There was a musician that went to another country, and fell from the story building down. I don't think if he has someone who could tell him something like this.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but
Yes.
you see, someone can also sit here and decide to just put fear in us.
You know,
That hey, Sammy Flex, you see the way the rain just fell.
that's what
Your air conditioner, if you don't put it off, you will all be electrocuted. Because of that, you can say, Charlie, then let us do the show.
I understand that. That's what, but what you see, those ones will happen. But like I said, even a madman on the street, when they give you a word, take it seriously. Yes, because let me tell you something. There's one thing about life. In your quest to actually make believe and not to believe things, you don't know the third eye looking at you. You understand? Someone is looking at you, but might be looking at you with their feet. You are just kind of, oh, Charlie, make a chill. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't like us to take it from the perspective you are taking it, which is making them feel bad or something. Of course, he might say it, maybe, or maybe he's saying it just for name or whatever. What if it is also true? Do you understand? So you, the person taking the story, just take it from a perspective that, you know what, Waka. Let me also dig out. That be all. If he says look for 5 pastors, he also has his religion. He can also look for his people in that regard. Go and pay whatever dues he has to pay. If they have to do something for him, they do it for him. I don't know if you're getting what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
In a nutshell, you don't disregard any caution.
Okay.
No matter who is coming from.
Okay.
Maybe it might not. And you see, one thing about prophecy, it's not always about. You see, there are definitely times that they will say positive things, but the media does, or people. It's not even about the media. The viewers themselves don't even watch those videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things. It will shock you that it is Ghanaian that shared this video till they got here. You understand? So in the end, you don't just blame the pastors, but those involved in getting the information where it is. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is, these are things that will happen. Not even IGP can stop. It has been in existence from time immemorial. It will continue. What we have to understand is, we have to rather sensitize the mindset of our viewers and make them know these things are not there to put fear in them, but to rather help them position themselves well. For instance, if you are told, oh, call ABR from now to December, men call, and from now to February, men call ABR, I don't think you in your mind, even though you don't even trust the person, and only need Jimmy and visa, now all of a sudden, Charlie, I'm having a feeling. Oh, I dream be say I'm just feeling some way. Depending on your software, I catch you same way. No matter who you are,
Yes.
I don't think social media can say, madam for catch me and do no. You rather ask yourself, how did this guy just conclude this thing? So in that regard, what have you done? You've taken precaution. You are back to yourself. Even if you go, you try to be cautious with your steps. So we should rather make the viewers understand, say, if it is about prophecy, we don't know what those pastors carry. You can't use your normal eyes to judge a pastor or any human being with what they carry. So what we have to do is to take their words seriously. So long as our work, you name the original so they are You understand? We shouldn't just throw it under the carpet because, oh, young boy, of course, some might do it for the show off. But like they said, there's always a saying that the end will justify the means. So if in the end it doesn't happen, it might be two things. Either Black Sheriff took it serious, took it to spiritualists that he believed in, and they went on it. Or in the end, people will know he is not from God. That is not for us to judge. You understand? So that's basically it.
Is there a way that we can ignore some of them based on how they operate?
Let me tell you one thing about those things. When with time your prophecies do not happen, then people themselves will cut you off. You drop any prophecy, nobody will mind you.
So until then,
that's what I'm saying. We can't. The reason being that we can't stop prophecies.
Yeah, of course.
No human effort can stop it.
Yeah.
Because even if you stop it in your country, there are other prophets and don't prophets about. Yes.
Yeah. That
you understand? So in the end, the most important thing is we educate the viewers so they understand that prophets are not there for doomsday. if you make it that way, then I say you're more almost slow prophet. It shouldn't be so. But they are rather there to caution us. You understand? If a malam should come and say anything about anybody, are we going to say we are going to overlook it?
They don't do that.
Oh, but there are certain malams who do that on social media.
So they are like the
those ones
who
are
also
like
do that.
No,
because in the olden days,
they are those looking for hype and social
and all
media.
those things.
they are. I mean, I'm coming from a place of. I work
We
with
should
pastors.
give them benefit of
You
the
are, no, I work with pastors.
No, that's all I wanted
Yes,
to
and
say.
I must be very honest with you. You might deny or you might disprove something till you get involved in it. Me, there were a lot of things I didn't believe in till I started working with Prophet Tuche. And you miss something and then you ask yourself, how did he know all this thing? Yes.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm trying to say? And these are some of the things that some of us have gotten a first hand to. And we are like, then certain things we see, we keep quiet.
Okay, we see,
That's basically it.
but we don't judge.
Yeah.
Well, but I when he was speaking, I wanted him to laugh. Because I know that, Long John works with men of God in a way. So, of course, he's talking from experience from the experience that he's picked from them.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Chemo brought him to still say this before he concluded the submission. Well, Roland also goes to Church of Pentecost. In fact, that first that he went to church. Yeah, so now that the IGP is not issuing a press statement again, are we back to factory settings?
Yeah, in fact, we've been this year. Ankasa, I would have even been surprised if he had released a statement like that, because of how things went, especially this December, in the last quarter of the year, how things turned out.
Okay.
The encouragement of it, even in the past few weeks, is something that will even prevent any person, unless maybe you, Ankasa, you want to do it. Else, whatever it is, you wouldn't, because even the people that some of the people that you would even want to quote and unquote protect by releasing those statements, even like they before you were all over these people. And so who are you to go and cry more than the bereaved? They doing that will be like you are crying more than the bereaved. And of course, we all know the mentality and the understanding when it comes to some of these conversations. They are very sensitive. These are very sensitive conversations that it takes somebody who is really, really open-minded to have this conversation or this argument and win outright. You suffer. If you want to have this argument openly and actually win, you will suffer. Because even, in fact, from 31st, today as I speak to you, what has happened in Cantamanto was actually said by Prophet Boy.
Uchena.
Oh yes.
How did he say it?
He said, this year the Ojashi share one
will be very rampant.
Will be very rampant. Plenty. And it is now one of those prophecies they do.
For real?
Yeah, he doesn't want to say it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to say it.
I see.
So this in fact, even in before just the same 31st, two people have also said similar prophecies, and that one, I don't know how it is going to pan out, but I am really.
Does it say there's going to be another pandemic?
No, not the pandemic. So this is this.
But have you heard that too?
Yes, I've heard that one.
I heard two prophets have
Skin
also.
to skin.
But do you know the pandemic? The Prophet Tuche said it last year
Prophet Tuche said it last year
in our church.
That there's going to be another pandemic.
Yes.
And has said, repeated it again.
You see?
Me, the pandemic, yes. The one I'm concerned about, the one I'm concerned about before I come to the Black Sheriff phone is the one that they said there will be a constitutional change that may extend the reign of
Mama. Right.
Two prophets have said that.
Prophet Ufubepa has said it, and I think that
Prophet Tuche has said it.
And by that, this one will be prophecy. How can you say this will be?
You see, this is the beauty of prophecy.
Constitutional change. That one,
You know,
So my own is that. In fact, even these people will accept whatever the prophets are saying. Will go to them, acknowledge it.
Thank you.
So if there's another person who comes out to say, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It will be very difficult for you to have this conversation.
Right.
The only thing is, if it is about you, now everybody is left to their fate. Or their fate. Whatever happens to you should happen. That's the danger or the other side of this whole conversation. If somebody gives you a prophecy and it takes you to depression, it takes you to some psychological breakdown, unfortunately you're there on your own. That is how the conversation is. What will help you is if you believe and you do something about it and hope that it doesn't come to pass. Then that one will save your mental health more.
I think the opposite will rather save you.
But if you don't believe, if you don't believe too, and you there somewhere, and something happens, even if it is physically orchestrated self, you still there on your own. I am pointing out the dangers of this sensitive conversation.
The loopholes.
The loopholes in there. Even if it is physically orchestrated, you're there on your own. That is not to say that these people, when they give words, yes, allegedly they can orchestrate some of these things. But now, if indeed whatever was said about this fire outbreaks and it being rampant and all of that, the victims at Kantamanto now are on their own. For whether physical or spiritual.
So can't they be protected? If you said
that is another conversation. So it is the reason why Chemo Muni Ombenya problem. Because it looks as if every word that comes has to do with some disadvantages to some people, or the kind of problems that people are going to have, whether by death or by problem or by being victims. That is when some people have problems, because if indeed you would want to do this, you would want to say some of these things and you want acknowledgement, then there's the need to also, if indeed there's that power, for you to also do something about it. Until then, during elections, we saw two sections, the men from the boys. We saw the men from the boys. Those who predicted Enatoye, and those who predicted Enanto. Now black and white now could you suba could you so we are going
I know by baby.
I know by baby. Obi for one about say I know by baby. I can't bet you go there. Election the same thing. At the election, see two top parties.
Let me be honest with you.
Yeah, be honest.
The election, this particular election, only Sunsuma ubetweti. And that was what happened. Let me show you something. No, listen. Let me show you something.
And the Chevo was Sunsu.
No. You know why? Because he is on the grounds. Now, there's one thing about this election. We are not here to discuss election, but let me just pass it and comment. Prophets that made prophecy about this election believed this certain government will not allow power to pass through their hands to the next government. That is one thing I want you to understand.
But I also want you to understand.
It was only the ordinary citizen that knew they are going to change government. Those in power knew this government won't change. If you think I'm lying, ask them.
Let me
also make you understand something. I cannot have an advantage and go into a competition
and not expect to win.
Yes.
Even if in my heart of hearts I know I am going to lose. You see, in the eyes of the public,
I'll still push to them.
I will still push and hope that something will change. And that thing changing It's not me orchestrating something in the spiritual realm. It's to see you flow somewhere and capitalizing on it.
Okay.
Now let me wrap up on the Black Sheriff.
Wrap up.
This whole and a Black Sheriff who he has on the tank and he will not hit and go. So what?
So say the word.
No, I'm asking myself.
God of hosts.
So what do you want Black Sheriff to do? That is
So
like,
go and see the prophet. He will tell you.
Where
what
is
to
the
do.
prophets? He
Where
said
is
to
he?
get
He
five.
I think he said he
They said five men of God
It's
who are
indirect.
powerful.
I mean, if you don't see him, it won't work.
it will
That's the
not,
point.
It will
When
not,
they say go and see prophet, he is
will
also a
not
strong
do
prophet.
any-
And he
So
saw
you
it.
bypass him.
Who will you go to? He saw it.
It will not.
In fact, you have to go in for
the
him
reason
to
why I'm
point the strong
saying
ones.
it will not do anything is that the prophet Ujana, we've seen instances whereby he says certain things and
So based on that, you go fit talk your own
and
like
you
that.
see, if we want to
Say,
use,
Waka
if we
Biswa
want
Malamba.
to, if we want to use that marking scheme, then we will not listen to any prophet.
Okay.
If we want to use that marking scheme, then we will not listen to anybody, because if somebody prophesies something and it doesn't come to pass, the next answer will be, oh, we worked on it and we cancelled it. You understand? If it is on that score, then we will not believe we will not even listen to anybody. So me, my own is that some of these things there, unfortunately, some of you who are concerned about the well-being, the mental well-being of some of
The
people,
mental health.
the mental health of some people in connection to this conversation. The long and short is everybody day in corner.
Right.
Guard your mental health.
Right.
If you believe,
On joining association.
exactly. If you don't believe, sit your somewhere
Association.
and off the radio in your mind.
Simple.
Because if you don't off it, whatever happens to you now, in fact now, it will even be difficult
Right.
for somebody to even go and sue a pastor and tell
Yeah.
Oh, that one their own way.
and
They
tell
will catch you
exactly.
and win. like
Now, it will be the most difficult lawsuit to ever read on earth. So now everybody is left to their fate. If you know your radio cannot comprehend whatever is coming, do not.
Simple.
Anyways, Black Sheriff, be strong, and to other celebrities whose names came up in this year's 31st Night Prophecies, we pray for you guys. Be strong, believe in whatever you believe in, and don't be perturbed by some of these things. Believe in whatever you believe in. That's all I can say. In another news, King Paluta has been complaining about something. And this video, I'm sure even before we entered into the Christmas, deep neck of the Christmas, that was when he made this statement during an interview where he said that Ghanaian promoters are really making musicians get bad names. And how did he say it? He is saying that, you know, when you go for events, especially in the towns, these promoters will tell you, oh, you have to perform at a certain time. When the time is due, then they will still be telling you, oh, please give us some time, we are selling tickets. People have not bought tickets. Oh, the people here, they don't come to event early. They come from 1, 2, 3 a.m. that way. And we've been hearing that. My position, I hear that often. I remember we went to Brekum and we performed at, is it 2 a.m.? Yes.
AM.
Yes! The organizer vex. Yes.
Yeah, we went to
That we performed too early. So I swear.
2 a.m.
Yes. That they vex. Because at 2 a.m. he thinks we've performed too early. 2 a.m. Jemu. I think we even mounted the stage after 2.
So on his poster, what was the date that
Did they even have a time? He wanted us to come at 4.
Yes, sir, they actually. 4 a.m.
Because
is
to
like-
them, that is when they are sure that, oh, everybody who really wanted to buy tickets might have bought it. And Black Sheriff is saying that when it happens like that,
No.
they suffer. Sorry, King Paluta.
Yeah.
King Paluta was on the with the view that when it happens like that, they suffer. He said he went to Tuabodom someday. He was nearly lynched.
Hey.
Yes, he said he was nearly lynched because the people thought, what you come and perform? You are in your room. We can see you are there. Can't perform till you are there. Meanwhile, it is the promoter saying, oh, don't come. And when he mentioned, I said, well, This is exactly the truth and the reality on the ground. In this case, what is the solution? First, to those who have not heard it, you can watch this interview. And when I come back, I'll hear from Roland because he's been experiencing this same way. And I'll hear from other people as well. How do we solve this? Because Black Sheriff's, why do I keep saying Black Sheriff? King Paluta was even of the view that when it happened, people say acquired or the back of them, and he was raw. So, artist for this. Artist for this. I was about to them do it. Meanwhile, why ready? As I was a sham across the shampoo. Effect in the also still also person about. Well, let's watch this. I'll be back.
I would say, I am bad. Me patch on me patch on bebem. Yeah, me tia say me patch on bebem. Why? Enti I am ya man can.
Kema me can say.
Me fans never dream say me na me ya me want. Me patch on what ya say. Enti no eh so we. Omo kwa sometimes no ibu ayi ti ko show. Ya fan say bia ma ko show you downtown. Me say dan ni mo ho. What ya say? Me bia me say dan ni sa downtown. Na se me ko bushu e fa se bi obo ase ha benim corners so ati na ma be bushu na se ebia godfather o ka se ebia two abo me feel say godfather dey asama yan ko perform won so won ton tickets we ti bia wo be twen an no be fan bed 3:30 omo ko kan cho fans ni say omo na ma wo artist na che wo no ma ko kan cho artist ni say wada like as if say wa ko che kala bi crash dem na wo di twen and I want fans now. No, this is so far. I didn't see my life. You don't say first time no you matter. I see my life move be I say of what say me can to second man right? Yeah. I be facing you to your bottom. E tuo nyina twetwe what your bottom. Etuo nyina twetwe what your bottom. Am for being say me my am ho akese say me na makwache kala bi na me bodu one side na me Jimmy bi na me share one side na enya ku moko kan share fans ne say mo ma foke ya me enya lava me duka mfi baby am free mahano what am I say you know at the first place member and I boss for me boy so me bana say wo organizer koko yi bibi gumi so creating hate man but this is not the first time my have a problem always events near the other and this is the first time I mean how video way baby exactly. But I'm just saying it maybe I mean baby video way at least a bit me am for
Bro, take this one to start the conversation. I know you have real experience. Yeah, you have real experience.
This one too late is from both sides.
King Paluta has hit it. Finally, someone has mentioned it.
He has, because he's been a victim of such conversations in recent times. In recent times, there's been so many accusations, even on him, on the fact that he puso or by Obeje Jollof. And a crocodile.
Oh yeah, that
the other one.
Yeah.
Okodi Jollof. It you can Okodi Jollof.
He was accused.
He was accused.
of Okodi Jollof.
Okodi Jollof no amasho.
One more show. So he went there.
So my boss was having the Jollof.
I see you so kwaji.
This conversation here, it is a culture or it is a practice that has been in existence and now looks like both entities have now come to terms with it. Here, as much as the event organizers share part of the blame, I'll also put some on the doorstep of artists.
How?
Because like I said, this is a practice that has gone on. It is not something that was cultivated in a day or in recent times. There's been so many instances where artists are given times and they would want to have their own way for whatever reason that there is to them.
Okay, that's true.
There's an example.
Even
Kevin Boy at Cape Coast University.
exactly.
And got Kevin Komubo. He wanted to step on the stage and they were just pushing him.
Meanwhile, they are giving him time for him to come. And he too said he had a show somewhere, so he wants to come earlier. Meanwhile, the communication between you and the organizer states that you are supposed to come at this time. Now, currently, that is the problem that we are having. The solution to this problem is communication. whereby but unfortunately some people are still living in that old practice. A typical example is the GT Bank show that Shatta played last year and this year. Last year they gave us 12 a.m. as our call time. 12, not even 12:1. Go! All the cars were packed. In fact, now
they were shocked.
Like they were like, really?
Because when we went for the meeting, they started and people challenged 12.
12. Like they were hammering 12. 12 we were like, hey, yeah, I won't say more. 12 boom. Now they had to come and beg us to off the car lights because it was even the
yes. We were there 12.
To off our engines because the one on stage
Sammy then
it was distracting the car from the person on stage. This year
the same thing happened again.
Time.
12.
Boom!
You were there.
Shatta stepped out of the car.
Yes, in this case,
and they had to rush on him to push him back in the car.
Right? That's true, yes.
Because
out to be you were late.
We're late. So, in this conversation, you would want to blame event organizers. Some of them, of course, like I said, are still living in that old practice. Where they have that mentality that, artists be a bookie, yeah man 9 or by 12. Yeah man 2 or by 4. Some of them are still living in it. The only solution is one person actually saying no. And here I know GT Bank and other, in fact, last year and this year, most of the event organizers will attest to the fact that Shatta movement, you don't give up any time.
My time you regret.
Any time, the time now, we will force you to discipline. And that's it.
Last 2 years.
Yeah.
The people did that show at the Independence Square.
Right, show.
The Global Citizen.
No, it wasn't Global Citizen. There was
okay.
the first nice light display kind of show.
Yeah.
You know that show, they wanted Shatta to come
when
perform exactly after the light display. And they were scared that Shatta might not meet the time.
You will miss it. And they were broadcasting live too.
Yes.
Go
12, he was there. They did the fire display like
we even had to go and grab microphone from somebody, an MC.
Yes.
So that you
Shatta was there when Sako was still on the stage performing.
I was there.
So
you were there.
So you see, in such instances, one party would have to be disciplined in this conversation. Because unfortunately there are other parties who are also living in that mentality. Say, where would they say no more because they've had that experience from other people. Into him so artists the money 2 or 4 hours back up. Uncle White has been able to discipline his audience to the extent that amount 2 and it is not 2-1.
Number 2, I best start to show.
It is not 2-2. Even if there is one person in the auditorium, forget it. They will start. One person or one party will have to be disciplined in this conversation. That's why if you want to blame only the event organizers, some of them can also cite instances whereby artists have also faulted in this conversation.
Right.
You understand? So what Paluta is saying there, it's true. Because like I said, he's been a victim of these conversations before. And he has gone through it. The artist would also tell you that, Charlie, event organizers, if you want you are supposed to come at 9. Uber quad sana na afeni ebo kongo.
Just to my watch.
Afeni ebo kongo. You understand? And almost you are more famous for on 4, 5 events, 6, 7, 8. It is like it has become a norm in the system. So they've also become accustomed to it.
Okay.
You understand? So discipline. Looks like the system is forcing them to be indisciplined. Into your channel, like for the past few Shatta one, 2, Sisiano. Looks like okay. I say into somebody told me why are we intimidating like that?
Really?
Oh yes.
Yes.
For trying to stay contact.
Yes. And make sure that things are done right. Almost see we are intimidating. Yeah, but why like you how? So Paluta he said his bit. Okay, free event organizer is you. I'm sure Boko year to supply so. How can I say supply at the time you are the banner?
It be so a year to fans so.
Exactly. So fans so man. So when it will be uncanny there, but you know one party would have to be disciplined in order for us to change some of these things.
The narrative. Well, thank you, Roland Amate, for that insight. Of course, he moves with one of the biggest musicians here in Ghana, so he's speaking with real facts. Let me go on to Long John, get his opinion on what King Paluta is saying. Long John.
I think this conversation, I understand King Paluta's point of view and where he's coming from. Because if you watch the interview, you realize emotionally he was really hurt.
You're right.
He was saying it from a point of hurt.
You're right.
But then I want him to look at the bigger picture. These are some of the ethics and stuff. This is where ethics and stuff come to play with the field he finds himself. Because and these are some of the things he can just overlook. But looking at this particular situation, economy, even to the extent people were trying to stop him, he still wanted to flow. And to the extent that he used raw words. That's why I also say he needs a PR. I think going forward, Paluta needs a PR. If not, he might be saying he's a brand.
Yeah.
He might be saying something very genuine and honest, but he could trigger a different conversation that might also force the people to also sideline him. Because he should understand he's working with promoters. Similar thing happened with Familia, but he was smart enough to do a PR about it. That was a show in UK. The DJ disappointed him with his performance, and he thought the action he did on stage will show some disapproval, like he didn't like what they did and stuff. But he noticed it got a bad reaction in public.
Yeah.
You understand? If not for the quick interview he went to do at a sister station, like that was it. He could have ended everything for him. And don't joke with the public.
Yeah.
You understand? So some of these
their
issues,
positions are serious.
Very serious. Some of these issues, the public don't have they don't have first-hand information about it. So if you want to put it out, it is the way you put it out that will get people to either go with the conversation or get at you.
Okay.
So he should understand that he's a brand. So before he comes out to say things like this, he should, because you are going to be working with promoters. And unlike the Western world, over here, anybody at all can become a promoter, provided they have money.
Yeah.
Whether they know the rules of the games or not. So long as the person he get money today, he go fit decide to call you. And you are working for the money. You are not working for their qualification. So the moment they call you for the money, with your money you are charging, they think they bought you. So some of these promoters decide to use, some of them even go to the extent that some of the things they've not even added to the contract, they want to start doing them.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You understand? And these are some of the things that, as an artist, professionally, you can't come out and come and complain. You understand? Because when you start complaining, then the promoters almost from arguing. You understand? Because they have the money.
Yes.
And you need the money. So what I would like to tell him is, yeah, some of these things hurt, of course, but he should try to overlook some of them. Some of these things can just be overlooked. Because at the end of the day, you still need, if that he should tell me if that promoter calls him again, he will go. You understand? So it's just about the money.
They've cut ties.
That's what you are trying to do, because who good do man? You understand? And promoter, it will the work to make sure he get money. And the next time he get money, your price will increase. And if you charge the price and he's having the money, because of those runs you've had, he might put strict measures. You understand? These things can be solved back door. You understand? Bringing it in public will only dent both image, and I don't think he will be happy if it happens that way. I don't think he will also be happy if a promoter would have come out and come and say things he has done towards them. I don't know if he gets what I'm trying to say, because when you do that, another artist who as a promoter will see you as a red flag. And when you are bringing deals, they'll be very cautious. So it's both ways. As an artist, they should just be circumspect with some of these narrations. I think giving out too much information should be from a third party and not from them.
Okay.
Because if they do that, it will carve a kind of niche between them and the people they are working with. You should remember, the audience will only feed on those information. But what will feed them is the people they are dealing with. And if they should go out sending a bad light, it can cause another problem.
I see. Well, let me move on to Chemo. Let me get his opinion on this, because this is a worrying factor that has been identified in our showbiz space. Yes, Chemo.
Yeah, it's not an easy or one way to fix this problem. But I think somebody should be bold and step up.
Okay.
Like Shatta Wale has been sacrificing to step up sometimes. Go hard at some people and they will paint him black, or they will say that he's bad and stuff, but later they will start doing the things that he has done. So if you step up like that, you are taking a risk.
Okay.
And I think that's what Paluta is also doing. The way to say some of these things and you will not suffer the consequences is when you are doing what the people want. I mean, your product is so hard that people cannot ignore.
They can't ignore, yeah.
Yes. If you are at that stage, then what you say, like what Paluta is saying, there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it will rather make the promoters step up.
Even look for you more.
Yes. That's what will happen. So, for me, you will not get all the artists or all promoters to do it like that. That would have been the best way. If all promoters decide that we will stick to time. If you are a fan or you are a party goer or whatever, like if you are coming, if you are party bay and you will not come early, like Uncle Bo has done, and now they know. If you want to go for Uncle Bo's play, you have to go early, or you have to go on time. So he has done that with time, and now they know him for that. I worked with a stage manager, and he did same. There were artists who were supposed to perform before the main act. Or that time I'm supposed to coordinate the artist. Not make a catch and say, oh, the artist is not here, or the next person should go. Oh, also, or I'm coming to WWE. You don't have time for that. Yes. Because some artists will fail you, like Roland said. And at times, the promoters will also beg you not to come early. So what it means is that we will not get coordinated effort in terms of all the promoters doing the right thing or all the artists doing the right thing.
Okay.
So the artists who can step up, like Shatta Wale has done in several occasions, that's what should happen. If Paluta can sacrifice, but a fan channel like Long John is saying, a bedroom baby they will think that you are a problem. You don't have to call you when you are not so powerful for the fans to demand for you. Then
you come to us.
That will be the end of you. So for me, I think he should weigh the pros and the cons of doing some of these things. If he has what it takes to push, I think he should push it. With time, promoters will deal with him the way that he wants, because at that point he's in charge.
Okay.
And I think he has done something that can earn him that. He should rather work hard and then have that ability to command how the thing should go. That's how it is. If you don't have the power and you go for that thing there, then they will crush you like something. But at this point, people like Paluta, Family, Shatta Wale, Stoneboy, and Sarkodie and Co. You can't do this thing to them. You can't.
No.
If like what they did to Kevin Boy, that story they can
yeah.
The way the guys were treating him now, we won't allow you to come on stage. I don't think they will do that thing to the bigger artists or artists with that command. So know your level and act accordingly. That's what I would say.
Well, thank you so much, guys. This is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, hanging out with my soldiers, Long John, Chemo, as well as Roland Amati. Now, let's move into the final one and the big one, and that is the aftermath of Shatta Wale's performance in Jamaica. That is the Freedom Street concert, and matters arising when you go on social media. Various commentaries and opinions coming from different people all over And on this show, I want us to take our time to share what we know, to share what we want others to also know. And as much as the performance is concerned, did Shatta Wale do anything bad? Well, whilst we talk, we'll be watching some snippets on the screen, so let's keep watching. But I'll go back to Chemo. Start this with Chemo. Chemo, the day, how did you monitor the? Oh, you told me about your encounter with ECG.
Yeah.
I know. So then don't let us go there again. But then let's talk about the aftermath of the performance and what you have seen or heard so far.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. I've been reading. I've been monitoring things. I want to capture all angles so that when we are talking about it, I'll have much to say.
Okay.
And I think people are saying things, and you can read.
Boys a casa.
Oh, boys a casa. But it's interesting if you are very critical or you are very analytics when it comes to analyzing issues and things happening.
Okay.
Then you can see why things are going the way that they are going.
Okay.
I will go first for those who are saying bad things or who were not impressed. I mean, we have two categories. We have people with their personal sentiments, like they have issue with Shatta Wale already.
Okay.
So no matter what, they have to get some bad things to say. No matter what, they are there and they are saying things. And then we have other group. They are not so sure, but they sometimes you can influence.
I'm sure they are moved by the
other people. Yes, that group too is there. They will come and say, "Oh, this guy is saying that he didn't do well, so he didn't do well." It's not like they have seen it. They are moving with the flow of the narrative of those who share. Share the narrative of the people that they think they know better. But they don't look at those people as maybe they have an agenda. They want to say their own things. Those people are there. So for me, yes, we have some people saying giving bad comment or bad review about what Shatta did. But I think if you want to be objective, even if you want to say bad things about the performances, then you need to do it reasonably. If you are sharing your opinion and you think Shatta Wale didn't do well, and you base it on fact or certain things, you point out certain things before saying that, people will be like, well, maybe what you are saying is true, or well, that's how you feel, so you will take it like that. Okay. Yes. And the best way to go about it is that you can say that, okay, people are saying he did well, but to me, he didn't do well. And my point is based on this, that, based on yes. That's where we will see like that. To put out verifiable information. Yes, that's where we will see that, okay, even if it is, you are coming from the bad side, you have your reasons to have it. And we should allow you to have that. For me, generally, if you go online, if you watch things, if you see all kinds of commentaries, I think the positives are more than the negatives. Okay. And those who are giving negative comments, it's so obvious. It's like they have, before this thing, they have said it before that they don't like Shatta Wale. Or some of them, they have never given, even if they have not said it, they have never given positive comment about Shatta Wale. Okay. So why would they say something positive now? They won't. Yeah. And that is it. If you go for the positive one, it's so much. And I will entreat people, or I will tell people to look at what people who don't know Shatta Wale or who have not heard much about Shatta Wale saying about the performance before they also say their own, because they watched it. Yeah. And then they will also be looking at people who don't know him. I've watched a video, a person from Jamaica saying that we didn't know much about his song, but it moved me. Yeah. That's what the person said. That's a genuine comment coming from somebody who will not, who is not a fan. Yeah. Or who will not have not there to pamper anybody. Yeah. He's just sharing his opinion based on what he has seen or the impression. And the famous song that is now causing a lot of people to talk, the On God song. Jamaicans are loving it. Yeah. All the comments that I've seen coming from them, they are loving it. especially when he said nobody is bigger than God.
Yeah.
I think it's now I can guess or imagine that word is trending in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, yeah.
They love it so much. You see, what is beating people also is that sometimes you feel that or you think that what you like is what people should like. So you give certain suggestions, and if it doesn't go your way, you feel then you don't know what you are doing. And I can see that element too in it. For me, like I said the other time, I was expecting or I wish that he would perform Freedom Song. And my idea or why I was thinking like that is the fact that I feel that it's a party song. It's a song that will move people like. But you see.
And the message also
yeah, it's so relatable in terms of the program Freedom Street, and you are singing about freedom. I think it will relate. But now, after watching the reviews coming, I'm like, well, maybe they know what they are doing, because Shatta Wale will not just go there and do his thing like that. There are some people on the ground that will tell him what is happening here and what he feels that it will be a vibe. And based on the comment again, someone said that a lot of them were coming with their raga thing. Shatta Wale came in, he was so cool, and at the same time, it was a different vibe that they were looking for. It's like everybody is doing raga, but he is giving us a flavor that we were looking for. It's like we are tired of the raga. Let's get something different. And Shatta did that perfectly with the On God song and even the King Already song. For some people, especially Jamaicans, they love what Shatta did so much.
True.
But our people here, some people say they don't like it, and we know where they are coming from. so for me, I think we should allow them to talk. But the time and the evidence available will let us know that they are not coming from a good place. I think Shatta did well. A lot of people are praising him. He put Ghana on the map. Anybody associated with what Shatta did, they are very proud and happy that it happened. I think it's a big win for the SM team, SM family, and anybody who loves music in general.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much, in Team Dodi Solomon. Let me go on to Roland Amate as a team member of the Shatta Movement Empire. Though he was not in Jamaica, but what can he say? Ro.
I say.
for me, yeah, it was a crossover. Crossover from church to Kingston.
I know, right?
Freedom
a real crossover.
A real crossover. Because I was actually monitoring. I watched a good part of the show throughout the night. I mean, it's you there. Hopping from one platform to the other, and we did justice until Shatta's performance. For me, well, I wasn't surprised on the act. Before even the show, I said it here that Shatta is somebody that doesn't know small stage. Give him 2 minutes and he will still would want to like that
add
control,
more to it.
Yes, that control.
Even add more to your life.
that control that he always exhibits whenever he's on stage is something. So if you can like Shatta, go and kill it. Oh, you know, I'm blasting into that. Now there are conversations around here, like Chemu said. Some of them are coming from a different place where it is okay. We were waiting for you to do something, for you to flop, or for something to go wrong. It did not happen. Okay, so what is the next thing? Okay, can we talk about the fact that he said he used private, like he took private jet from America to Jamaica? Okay, the private jet was packed or it was locked. Okay, that one too. Okay, now we bring him back to there. They said he was going to be quote and unquote a curtain raiser and what have you, but it did not happen. Because per what I know, if there is an event and somebody is the headliner, mostly if the headliner steps on stage, if you don't matter, you don't come on stage.
For sure.
You'll never be given that opportunity again.
Never. Never. If you don't matter, you don't come on stage.
A curtain raiser performing with the principal. And I will be a curtain raiser.
Yeah, you raise benches. You see, if you don't matter, you don't come on stage. And there are people who even performed without Vybes Kartel. Let's take note. There are artists on the night who did their solo performance without Vybes Kartel, even though they were there to honor Vybes Kartel. So that should tell you the selection plan for the show.
For the performance especially.
For the performance especially. And the main act especially. Who we would want to see with Vybes Kartel. If you don't want to learn, then don't go and watch the videos. Like, don't go and do that research. Because it is there. There are people who performed solo. There are people who performed with Vybes Kartel. And this is the headliner. This is the main act. They are very selective. Anybody very selective on who they would want to perform with Vybes Kartel. From his entry to the delivery and everything. The choice of songs, of course. So many. See, look, check Shatta Wale's repertoire, and you can have over 20 sets of songs that you would want him to perform.
Okay.
Check his repertoire.
Yeah,
you can,
so rich.
You can create about 20 of them sets.
So rich.
That was, all of them will make sense. All of them will make sense to the occasion. All of them. For me, I was not surprised on his choice of songs in the first place. Some people were talking about the fact that, okay, it is a dancehall stage and you're supposed to go for a dancehall by what. See,
those people, they leave them.
There is a different conversation and a different feeling. They say when preparation meets opportunity. When you check the vibe that was around the stage, where is the different touch apart from what Shatta Wale brought on stage? Where is it? Yes, so many giants came to do their own thing. People enjoy them. Where is that touch? And the selection of songs. Unless you are ignorant of what he did, then that one there, I can pardon that ignorance. Because he entered with Mansa Musa. This is a collaboration between him and the person on stage. So what song do you expect him to sing if I am coming on your show? Even in Ghana here, people have collaborations with others. The one who owns the song will come and perform. The one who is the featured artist will also come and will perform the same song. And here he is going on the stage of the person that invited him and he's performing that song and you have a problem. That one is on the side. Already, it's undoubtedly one of the biggest collaborations on earth. Not in Ghana, on earth. Go and check the numbers. And in Shatta Wale stamping his authority, I know when his name was added to the special guest. Of course, there are some people who probably will not know Shatta Wale. Who is he? Who, like, what is his affiliates? Who are the people he's connected to? And one of them, the prime one, is already with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't know Beyonce?
Everybody does.
Who doesn't? Who wouldn't want to like Beyonce? And this is a song. And when he was performing the already song, go and check Vybes Kartel's reaction.
He was dancing.
He was dancing. Go and check his reaction.
Yeah. He was dancing.
The messages in these songs are one that people still are not paying attention. The Mansa Musa song, the message in there was promoting Ghana.
Yeah.
Where Vybes Kartel mentioned Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, Sekendi, Takradi in that song. So whoever would want to follow Shatta Wale's playlist after that particular show would have to listen to Mansa Musa and know certain things about Ghana. This is what we call selling your culture or preaching your culture.
Okay.
On God, of course, the icing on the cake for the people, for the Jamaicans.
Yeah.
That line, nobody bigger than God. It looked as if during his performance that was like
the only thing
that pierced them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vybes Kartel, even prior to this show, the kind of things he's been saying about God is crazy. And for that line as well. And we all know how spiritual that side, that particular song is to Shatta Wale. We all know when Shatta Wale is always talking about on God, the kind of meaning he gives to that song. So if you are there and the only thing you heard is poo-poo, then it shows the megabytes
in your coconut
of your memory. Of course, because if a song of over 3 minutes, that is the only thing that catches your mind, but thousands of people are able to connect with nobody bigger than God,
Jehovah.
Yet you can even relate with what the person is saying.
The funny thing is, then the person calls himself an industry insider.
Like enabler. He
has viewers on his channel watching him see all this.
The people that do not maybe on a larger scale connect with the person, or may probably not understand what the person is saying, are able to connect on this level. And you that you speak the same language with him, you know him inside out, he lives in the same environment with you, you don't get upon all the messages in that record, you are still not able to get it.
That's where I was saying that for those people we know them, because that person, he has heard the song before.
Yes.
And he knows that that song is big, it's huge.
Exactly.
So for you to just reference that part, it's like you are looking for a bad thing to say.
And yes. You see, I have also seen some ignorant people, and this show is not an ordinary show and whatever.
And he can't speak patois.
And he can't speak. see.
Oh, Charlie.
See, running around, featuring the whole world, and still not getting any reflection in your progress. In your progress.
In your numbers online.
Look, I chanced on screenshots and some people making analysis of the aftermath. I've said this on this platform before. That an event like Super Bowl, one of the reasons or one of the things that they keep winning and getting artists to perform is the fact that they are able to
influence
give
your numbers.
Instant analysis of whatever your numbers and its effect will be after that platform. And I've called on most of these top event organizers like the TGMAs and other to be bringing some of these data. Sometimes, yes, you
but
can
they don't listen.
They won't bring it because it will sideline some artists, which is their favorite. Yeah, of course, we know.
And you see how these things are working. The person performs on God. Let's take it as if, okay, already they know. Mansa Musa, maybe they might not know so. But on God. And the numbers are reflected. Like when you go on most of the portals, especially from that side, that these videos were posted. And the kind of commentaries, the way people were commenting about on God. And now you go onto Shatta Wale's YouTube under that song, and you see Jamaicans actually commenting, I am here because I heard him perform that song.
You can't buy that.
I see.
And it has even increased
his numbers.
Yeah.
This is what I call impact. So if for a whole year I run around, which one would I prefer? A whole year I run around and I come and check my bank account and it is still 250 pesos.
Christ.
And tomorrow
somebody
moves up, like travels one and comes and I see impact. Of course, I will choose the one that is impactful. And that is what we are talking about. So maybe you would want Shatta Wale to be flying around. But yes, that is your wish. Even if you are a Shatta movement fan and you wish he would be flying around like the way others are doing. Of course, I understand where you are coming from. But you should also understand him from this part that he wants an impactful movement where every movement has a positive effect on what he's doing. Because at the end of the day, even money is searched. These numbers will bring the returns.
To be true. Well, let me go on to Long John finally. Let me get his opinion. And I know that we will be sitting to get some deeper meanings as well. Yes, Long John, take over this one. Let's run away.
It's very unfortunate. Shatta Wale has made a lot of people look very stupid. and let me be very honest. They are not just looking stupid, but in their quest to also show, oh, still we go fit step on now. They are still looking stupid. Now let me explain all this.
I like this point.
Yeah.
Let me explain all this. At first, we had a very top artist who is supposed to go about his daily duties, making people happy, decide to turn into a pundit overnight. Call a show that is supposed to sit on a Friday, and then tell them, I want you to sit on a Sunday, so I become a pundit on your show. And you call another pundit called Portfolio. So we discuss industry matters. Instead of discussing my project or my performance somewhere.
Is this Stoneboy's name you meant?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Then there's something I have to correct.
Okay.
No,
It's a
yes,
special guest.
No, there's something I have to correct. That interview he went to was to promote a show later that evening. So yes, it is true that indeed the interview was an awkward time based on the times we know for Angel FM Entertainment. But on that day, I think they had a show that was somehow affiliated or had Angel as their media partners. So that was a promotional interview for that show. Unfortunately, it ended up the way we saw.
May you live long for the correction.
Amen.
Thank you very much. I have the platform.
Yes, you can continue now. At least I
So,
know, so I don't want to keep quiet.
Go and promote your show.
Yes,
You are going
I
to
think it
do.
was not the legacy concert also.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, you were given a mic. You skipped that show and decided to attack a show that, one, didn't have you on board, didn't have anybody on your label on board, and you took it as a personal issue to the extent that you even called whatever the guy was doing as Awonshishe. When I say the guy, I mean the toppest or the superstar Ghana has ever had.
Yeah.
Shatta Wale. You didn't only end that conversation there. You continued and then said, him, Shatta Wale, has not only done Awonshishe, but it's called a certain master. Now, I want to say this on record. Stoneboy was the one who started the conversation about the Jamaica show in Ghana.
How do you prove that?
Now, when he said that, all eyes went straight on Shatta Wale. Everybody now was looking at, okay, what's the show? Let's see what will happen. Mind you, he said 3 things about Shatta Wale. 1, he did not share for that show. 2, he's a certain master. And 3, that show he's going to be a curtain raiser. He has now turned his own followers to be viewers of Shatta Wale, to make sure they get him on all these 3 points. Then they confirm the results. Now, Shatta Wale went. And just as certain master, he dropped the first picture. Shatta, he's too smart that this industry, they can't get him again. Let me tell you. No, he's too smart. Let me show you something. Check. It is, you see that statement Stoneboy made, was that Shatta Wale in the making that statement? Say the next 40 years, and I will tell you because you know why? Shatta dropped the picture of him in the private jet. And the picture had the tires of the private jet locked. Now, that was the perfect time. Haters thought they've gotten him. Then they took the picture. They started bashing him, Satan's master. And then the other guys with some funny name like Wesley, they started bashing him. And Satan's then they circle it. In that, you see how? In that, Satan's master. And Shatta Wale is just so smart. He sat down, made them make a fool of themselves whilst he was in the skies. Allowed them to feel they were making sense. When he touched down Jamaica, he dropped the video. Now,
proper video.
Proper video of them on flight.
Yes.
En route to the venue.
Jamaica.
Then it seems that wasn't enough, and I still we don't believe. Oh, the car you go see, if it this. Then Shatta Wale kept quiet.
That can't matter.
Then he did a video call with medical holding the key of the car. Still, they said he took the picture at the garage, so he has left the key there. Say. Shatta Wale didn't talk. Mind you, we are still at the point that Stonebwoy promoted Shatta Wale for free. Then say. Then he ended there. Then now Shatta Wale, I think the day of the event, he dropped a picture of the key in Jamaica.
Yeah.
With the location of the, you know, on Snapchat, you can put it there. Now showing. And now I didn't hear anybody talk about it again. We went silent. Now all eyes on performance. Now it was there. And you see, as a blogger, you are supposed to be online to be abreast with current happenings.
True.
I followed all the conversation like a Christian who follow Christ. I was religiously. So I was following. Then now, the same haters prepared list of track they were expecting Shatta Wale to perform. You see how funny this one is? So you are hating, but you are expecting him to perform
the song that you
want. And I must say this today. Shatta Wale's team is one of the best and the smartest any artist can work with. The track list he used is one track list that I'll say any artist who wants to enter mainstream should learn from. And this will also show you that if you listen too much to what industry people will tell you, you will miss the point. So listen to your team and your instincts, because they are the only two things that won't lie to you.
True.
Shatta's three music did the magic. We all know Shatta Wale, if you should climb stage, no matter what you do, he has a way of performing that he's supposed to display. Now, for the first time,
You got that.
Shatta Wale went on stage, kept the composure, kept everything intact, no command of shirt. He didn't remove the shirt. Everything was on point. That was the truth. Me, honestly, what I figured in my mind, Shatta Wale didn't go close to Kwaka. Two, he didn't go with the impression of he's going to buy
fans
from Jamaica. That is one thing that made him win big time.
Yeah.
He went with the mindset of going to perform on stage with his idol. That is his biggest wish, and that is what he's going to do.
True.
Whether the music hits them or not, whether it's 5 seconds he's going to spend, so long as he gets a video, one, standing on stage with him, and two, holding the hand of the person. That is it.
And I
Now, let's go to the choice of music. He selected 3 music. The song, the first, his intro was the song that featured the main artist. And then he followed it up with
Already.
with Beyonce. And then he concluded with what? What we call the Shatta music. If any artist is smart, they should start following that genre called the Shatta music. Yes. Now I'll take the point one after the other.
Take them.
Now, Mansa Musa was an excellent intro.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you get on stage, the first question people will ask you, hey, who is this artist?
Who is this guy? Yeah.
Now, if they notice their favorite is having a song with you, then this guy, we have to take time to listen to him.
Like he's Obi.
Very smart business move. Then he entered with another international song that, you see, enemies of Shatta Wale have been creating that impression online that he can never perform that music. But they never know they are not smarter than the artist himself. He knows when and where to carry what information. I can't be at Kwalegono and be shouting, born already. No, they know you already.
The boy gonna be happy with you.
Yes!
But they will choose me now.
Thank you over that one. No, you are in the foreign market.
So he can't perform.
He can't perform already at Kolegono.
Because they know him already.
Yes, Kupa is their star. So now he got on stage and then used that music.
Yeah.
Why? Because the other artist too on bill is an international artist with a worldwide recognition. If you don't know Shatta Wale, you know that woman. Now he has introduced himself as an international superstar, just as he was mentioned in the advert. Anybody who paid for the ticket will now know they had value for money.
Yes.
First Kartel said
Now,
international artist.
then he now concluded with his music. Now let me tell you why Shatta Wale is the baddest musician ever.
Tell me more.
You see, when he dropped that music, he didn't perform the entire thing.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you know the status, if boys they want eat woman, where they want tease them. You see, they get some way they do. Then they brush the top. They know they enter. Then they will leave you there.
Let me brush it.
You see, at that point, you are craving for more. Now I can tell you this: if we should give Shatta Wale 1 year, probability of Jamaican promoters calling him again will be high.
It's true.
Because what he did on stage, people now want more.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. And comments that we are reading.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. He didn't give them, and you see, that is one thing about Shatta Wale, because he just showed them a tip of the iceberg and left them to their fate. Now, look, it has skyrocketed his views on social media.
True.
Skyrocketed his numbers on YouTube, streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Now, with such performance, currently as we are speaking, on X, he's trending on Twitter. In Jamaica, not Ghana.
Wow.
In Jamaica.
You ask yourself, what is the essence of this travel? Then now you sit down. These statistics are before you. If you are an artist, won't you be fulfilled?
You will. You will.
Even if you are not given a penny, with these statistics, won't you be fulfilled? You've entered the market, you listen to it, and you see, people are making fun of what Shatta Wale said. But the question is, did you pay attention to what he said? Are you listening to just reply, or you are listening to understand? This is my first time on performing in this country.
Yeah.
If this is his first time, and he's calling these numbers, and I can also tell you, if you would have performed more songs of that Shatta music, Shatta Wale would have turned them all into SM fans.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
Because just on God, imagine, you know Shatta has all this type of music with that aura that speaks to your problem. You understand? And this is something he has given you just a tip. And look at the numbers. Look at the commentaries. And you know the funny thing? The people speaking against Shatta's performance are his own who are supposed to celebrate him. That is the funny thing about life.
True.
The very people who are supposed to cheer him up are the ones sitting on their platform. And you know, let me show you. If you want to know if you did an excellent game, when one of your haters or one of the people see as, oh, this guy no on Shatta Wale wants him, I can't want him, Papa, then it means you've done something. Kojo Sheldon for the first time is defending Shatta Wale in all the banter.
Are you sure it's for the first time?
No. Let me put it wrong.
No, in instances like this, Bonabe catcher said, "Baby, a free ban."
Yes, baby, a free. Yes, you understand? For Kojo Sheldon to tell Ghanaians, nipa ya dia osaye yi. For Kojo Sheldon to remind Ghanaians, it is not because of the hate you have for the artists. You want to downplay this.
And I'm not sure it's Kojo Sheldon. There's this guy, the Mogul or so. What is that?
Yeah, I've forgotten his name.
Yeah, I think so. The Mogul or so. I've also seen him, and he's also been a constant hater of Shatta Wale.
Exactly.
Like this time around, he's turned the narrative and
Thank
say,
you.
Hey, what they say, hey, this
Thank
guy,
you.
what happened?
You see, so when you see things like this, it should tell you directly that you've made an impression, even if people keep hating. It shouldn't bother you.
There are certain things when you want to, it is like you going against the tide. So when you're before and you're not shiny hobby.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
It's
just like you seeing this as black. Every like Blacko.
Yeah.
Oh, we they color be fun, blue. Oh, yeah, before.
Yeah. And that's what's happening. You see, in the long run, you realize that when you listen to why are you saying Shatta Wale didn't perform well? and he went to perform only 4 songs. First of all, the narrative changed from he's a curtain. I told you we'll judge Stonebwoy by his words and what will happen on the ground.
Yeah.
Now let's judge those words. And this is what will show Stonebwoy is also a settings man. If he doesn't accept he's a settings man, then he should accept he is a jealous man. Yes, it's 2 things.
Either you are a settings man
or you're a jealous man. Yeah, because first of all, you told us bluntly that Shatta Wale is going to be a curtain raiser, and you were speaking, and the way you were speaking from a place like I said, you have witness and evidences to that.
He said he has evidence.
Yes,
he said he has evidence.
Yes, to show that Shatta will start the show. Now, it was so disappointing that an artist he brought to Ghana and called her the queen of Jamaican dancehall was the one that opened the show. Till now, I've not seen Stonebwoy talk about that, calling her a curtain raiser. What is happening? What is happening? He didn't only end there. You see, this is where we have to, when you do a mistake, accept you are wrong. You don't end there. You now do a video in your house. Somebody celebrated, but you say certain. When you're certain, nobody has asked you anything. What was that video for? Is it out of?
Don't bring that video in.
No, I know. No.
There's a video.
No, hold on. If you say, listen.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. So
hold on. Let me bust your mind. Hold on. Let me bust your mind.
Yeah.
If you say I shouldn't bring that video in, then it means we shouldn't discuss the settings.
Which of the settings are you talking about?
All the settings. Settings. No, I am bringing that video in not because of the private things in there. I'm only bringing it because of the certain statement in there.
Okay, I can permit.
We are not. Yes, we are not. Oh, we can't attack them personally.
Yeah.
I mean, we are not like that.
I can't permit.
We have not been trained like that. You train us too well.
No,
you can't
yes.
do that.
Thank you.
What we are trying to say is the comment he passed in there. You see those comments. So, as Sammy come congratulate them and you're fair.
It's nice. It's nice.
Even if what you said didn't happen,
yeah.
Why don't you keep mute? Why do you still want to make it look like what you said was still true? We are still with one end settings. You can't be perfect. So if you are trying to paint it and it's not painting, still
I don't want to quote that.
I don't think I get it.
Yeah.
So we are not. Let me say it again. We are not against that video he did. The private. I was only trying to describe them in case somebody hasn't watched that video.
Thank you.
They just understand the settings in which he spoke those things. So this is the video he said that. Now back to the main issue. Some settings now are kind of So now Stonebwoy has lied to us twice. We have 2 more to go. Now we are in 2025. He said the Rolls Royce and the mansion. He didn't mention no, he didn't even know there's a mansion. Yes, and I'm sure if he knew, he would have added it to the setup. So for now, let's deal with the Rolls Royce. Or say international settings. Rolls Royce ayakwa brochi kuta. If that Rolls Royce come and Stonebwoy doesn't come to apologize to Ghanaians, then he should know that we will not take any of his words serious. We will consider him either a comedian or someone who doesn't know what is really happening or who doesn't speak the truth. Not because we hate him, but because his own words do not correspond with current happenings. If I tell you, you are wearing a how do you call it, a blue trousers, and everybody is seeing green or a navy color, then definitely, who is the liar here?
Is it that you are a liar, you are colorblind, or
you are blind? I'm not correct.
Or you are not correct.
Thank you. And we don't want to use any ill words for Stonebwoy. So I'm being nice in the whole conversation. That it's 2 things. If everything he said in that interview, he doesn't come out to apologize that he was wrong about some of these things, fine, he should be there. But he should know anything he will say again, we can't trust him. And that will also negate the statement he said that Shatta Wale only has 5 CDs in his room. That is why he claims he's the richest man. And because Rosso is not Ghana, he didn't also buy it in Ghana. And imagine the cost involved in just importing.
He used the 5 CDs.
Exactly. So his statements are backfiring. And like politicians will do, they'll find smart way of turning the narration. But if he doesn't do that, and then everything comes just as Shatta Wale has said, and his backfires, problem do. Problem do.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of today's edition of Showbiz Daily. I know you also have so much to say. It is opened. Let's listen to you. Special thanks once again to the team I did this with, Roland Amate, in Team Dodu Solomon Chemo, and of course, Long John, who is also visiting us here on the show. Let me also say thanks to the producers, Theophilus Digosh and Buju Lens. We will surely be meeting again for another edition of Showbiz Daily. This year, it will be year of more truth.
Just like he said.
Last year was year of truth.
Yeah.
This year to be the year of more truth.
With evidence. With evidence. Yeah.
Let's meet again. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fact check it. Fact check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fact check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Fact check it, fact check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.